diving into some features specifically, Avaya recently introduced a new feature called Equinox. Can you explain it a little bit? Tell me what it is.
Sure. So Equinox would be probably a great example of, let's call it unification software. So one pane of glass that's designed to show you anything that you need to know about your job. It is your soft phone, first of all, so it is a phone on your PBX, so it takes care of the communications right there.
Yeah.
It is in touch with the PBX, so it knows when other people are on the phone, it knows your entire contacts list, etc. It unifies your contacts on, let's say, your cell phone or your computer, whatever you happen to be using Equinox on. It unifies those with your work contacts on your PBX at work. So it sort of brings that into place. It unifies your calendar. So it has this top of mind display that shows you all of your appointments that are coming up, even the ones that have happened, but more importantly, the ones that are coming up, your history of phone calls, your history of chats. So it facilitates chats through, again, its own engine. Incidentally, with historic file sharing, so if I share a file with you and you need to get back at that file a week later, the file is actually in that space. So there's even some sort of history there. And then, like I said, your regular phone capabilities and your consolidated contacts. It works on your iPad or your Android or your iPhone or your computer or your Mac. You know, you name it, it works on all those devices. Obviously slightly different software, but really, really close together. And so it provides you with this, like I say, this single pane of glass across all those different platforms.
Okay, and what do you see the application for something like that? So for your typical organization, law firm, for example, 50 users, 100 users, why would your typical user want to use something like Equinox?
So, you know, if we go back a second, so I've worked remotely for 10 years, 12 years now. I've used every remote technology there is out there. So I've used the early soft phones, I've used desk phones back when we needed to have a little VPN router connected to it in order for it to work. So it wasn't really supposed to be a home office desk phone, but mine was. So I've used all the different technologies over time. Now, finally, like I said, we have one that combines everything that's important to a person or important to me, all in one single application. So really, you use it because it's really it's almost superior to your work experience at work in the office. You don't know any more without opening multiple windows on your PC. You actually don't know any more than Equinox can show you in one tiny little screen.
So it unifies really much of your communication in one interface.
Absolutely.
Not just voice, but
That's
calendaring.
Right. Yeah, the only thing, like I said, that it's missing.
Can it do that?
Exactly. Well, yes, texting, but texting on Equinox.
So if I'm texting you and we're both running the application, that's embedded inside of that. What did you call it? Top of mind?
Yeah, top of mind screen.
And that's available on your phone or your computer as well?
Anything you've got.
Both.
Yeah.
Does that run in a browser or is it an application?
No, it's application. Yeah.
And does that work with Avaya powered by? Or
Yes.
does a customer need to have a premise-based solution for it to work?
Either or. So it just works with R11. So anything release 11 or above,
Okay.
Equinox comes into play with. Now, if you've got Equinox, it pays for a basic subscription, which gives you more features, and again just makes it easier to get into. So as you and I are talking right now on my Equinox soft phone or on my Equinox phone on my mobile phone, I can click with one button and we can join a space. So it's that much easier.
And I can send you a file.
Yes,
We can
exactly.
video each other.
Yep.